The central problem with which the Constitution deals, as you know, is liberty. And it talks about federalism and dividing power, checks and balances, but that's not all it does for liberty. The founders' understanding of the idea is strikingly illustrated in the preamble. One sentence composed by Gouverneur Morris, 52 words. Listen carefully. We, the people of the United States, in order to form, listen to what comes next, a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. Now, these ordinary words pack extraordinary meaning. Note the 6 aims. They're preceded by, in order, 2. The 6 great aims of our government, then, are going to define the common good, and they are union, justice, peace, defense, welfare, and not just liberty, but the blessings of liberty. Now, the ordering of these 6 aims is not accidental. Gouverneur Morris, I think, orders them quite precisely, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm indebted to this to Chief Justice Thomas Brennan. This insight comes from the founder of the Cooley Law School. The founders made union, or unity, the first priority, because there's no possibility of serving the common good unless the community is first defined. It's a juridical unit. Say, this is who we are. And within these boundaries, it's all for one and it's one for all. This is defining us as Americans. The founders made justice the second priority, because unless a society is just, unless it is committed to render to every person what is due that person, nothing it does will be for the truly common good. Domestic tranquility is the third priority after unity and justice. Should justice be done at the cost of domestic tranquility? Absolutely. That's why policemen carry guns. Peace without justice is a pax terrorum. It is the gray streets of Soviet Russia or Nazi Germany. The fact is, there can be no true and lasting peace where there is no justice. The fourth priority in the preamble is to provide for the common defense. It logically comes after union, justice, and domestic tranquility. A nation that is not unified cannot be defended. A nation that is not just should not be defended. And a nation that is not at peace with itself will not be defended. Just witness what happened to South Vietnam in April of 1975. Easy pickings for the North Vietnamese. The fifth priority is the one politicians, lobbyists, many journalists, bureaucrats, citizen groups give the most of their time and attention to, promoting the general welfare. To the founders, this did not mean the sense of relief from poverty or privation. The overwhelming majority of immigrants in this country, after all, were poor. The well-off stayed back in the old world. Why would they have left? Well aware of this fact, our founders did not call for the national government to provide relief. Not in the sense that we understand today. Rather, the general welfare was meant to establish that the purpose of government is to build a transportation infrastructure, a communication infrastructure, all the infrastructure that men and women and families need to take care of themselves, take care of their own, to generate wealth and be able to advance in this life. A public infrastructure, but not specifically welfare. Now we come to the sixth and most interesting priority set out in the preamble, to secure the blessings of liberty. Well, 2 things are noteworthy. First, the word liberty comes last in the list of aims and priorities of our Constitution. Why? Because the other aims, union, justice, peace, defense, and the general welfare, must be realized first before there can be true liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, isn't this what we were learning about Iraq? The fact that liberty is not first, the fact that Gouverneur Morris puts it at the end, tells us that the founders realized that freedom is a fragile achievement, hard won and easily lost. To keep liberty from being lost, it must be guarded with vigilance and upheld by our morals, our reason, and our willingness to live under the rule of law. The second thing that comes, that's interesting to note about this, comes from parsing the sentence. Grammatically, liberty is not a direct aim set forth in the preamble of the Constitution. Grammatically, the word liberty is relegated to be the object in a prepositional phrase. Now think about that. What's going on? It's the object of the word blessings. Well, one sensible way to interpret the word is that our founders, having fought from about 1775 to 1783 for liberty, took it for granted. We were a free nation. Moreover, the wording states that the aim of government is to secure the blessings of liberty. If the founders seem as interested in securing the blessings of liberty as in liberty itself, follow my logic here, then it is because they viewed liberty as instrumental. It is a means, not the end. And that means it's kind of like, by analogy, kind of like money. We want money because of the power that it gives us, the status it gives us, the material comforts it gives us. But we don't just sit and hoard money. We use it. It's the same with liberty. Liberty has to be used, enjoyed. And what? For what end? The good life. Other good things. It's an instrumental view of liberty that founders like Thomas Jefferson understood. I wish I could go into the rich history of liberty in the Declaration of the Constitution, but that's going to have to be another class.